Hey, Kevin.
Oh, hey, I guess this video is like delayed. I'm just gonna pause it, I guess.
Yeah, it's always confusing. Yeah, I think about 30 seconds. I'm in the past.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so yeah, it's great to tune in today.
Yeah,
'Cause like usually it'd be, playing, but like they're, closing
Uh,
down a lot of the schools and the churches and whatnot. So
yeah,
I'm just home and relaxing.
yeah, nice.
Uh, yeah, so it's yeah, like it's really interesting just to see like all the the different interpretations of just kind of like the play of consciousness in the form of like a virus or
Yeah,
whatever, like really anything, any phenomenon. And there's it can be interpreted in so many ways.
yeah,
uh, but I definitely feel like it's kind of like all events are neutral in a certain sense, and and it can be like I kind of like how you encourage the more positive outlook on it all.
yeah, yeah. But to consciousness or beingness, it doesn't have an objective. So if all of humans become wiped out or not, it holds everything that happens.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, totally. It's like the field of infinite potentiality and
Yeah,
the essence or the energy or
yeah,
substratum or whatever you call it. It's like it can't be diluted or it can't be um, harmed at all because it's only itself.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's interesting what will happen in humanity. I always feel like in the human world, like things are happening in um, like more law of attraction. So if people are very fear bound, then it's almost like they're bringing that fear more to them. It doesn't necessarily mean they're bringing the disease, but they're bringing more negative stuff towards them. And the more
Right.
relaxed and more open, then the other stuff comes towards them. But doesn't. It's not a personal thing. Like nobody's doing anything wrong if they have fear or if they get agitated. Like I had moments today of concern about my mother. Um,
Yeah.
so it does it. It's it's all the way it is, and the best I think on the happiest level for the human is to always look at everything with optimism and positivity. Because I
Yeah,
think that's the
totally.
most balanced. It's kind of logical because it feels terrible to be really negative.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like to be serious or to take anything like super seriously seems to me it's founded on like um, a fundamentally faulty premise that like
Yeah,
because basically it feels like unless there's omniscience, so like any omniscience-less purview seems like it's equally delusional as any other. So like whether it's like the lawyer's perspective, the doctor's perspective, the musician's perspective, or the guard, whatever, any
yeah,
perspective, they're not taking into account infinite information of all the cosmos and all the universe of universes. So basically, any opinion coming from its standpoint, even though it might call it fact or reality, is actually just as it's positionalized, so it
yeah,
can't be really taken absolutely seriously.
yeah, 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 totally.
uh, but yeah, like with the attraction, I feel like we're always complicit to whatever we're experiencing.
Yeah,
Um, it's like
yeah. Yeah, so do I, even though I can't really explain that. Like, it's again not personal. Like, there's not a personal
right.
complicitness in it. It's, it's magical. It's like we're all creating this simultaneously. Like, just
Yeah,
creating this dream simultaneously. But I don't even know who these all are. Like, it's not even all, it's just one creating it. It's,
exactly. Yeah, because like when you dream at night, you could dream of 2 trillion humans in your
yeah,
dream, but like it's really just you,
yeah,
and whatever mood you're in or whatever energy vibration you're in. That
yeah,
whole dreamscape, like the whole universe that you're dreaming, will reflect that. If
yeah,
you're happy, if you're in
yeah,
love, it'll
yeah,
be like 2 trillion.
Yeah,
loving beings.
totally, totally. And it's not like you're sitting there in the dream thinking, what shall I dream next? It's just
No,
spontaneously
no.
happening.
Yeah. Oh yeah, totally. Because it's like, yeah, because it's not like linear like that. It's just kind of, it's instantaneous. It's
Yeah,
so quick.
yeah. And sometimes you can, like you. I mean, I know that you lucid dream as well, so you do actually wake up in your dreams and dictate them, which I've only
Yeah,
ever done once, but it is. A friend of mine does it, and it's really amazing. I just
yeah,
haven't got the energy to practice doing that, but I do think it is
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, it's fun because it's a totally different feel because it shifts. It's like a radical shift from like there's a whole external world of factors that can influence me or affect me or cause certain things to happen to like, wait a minute, like I am the whole world. I am like the whole field. And then
Wow.
like and then in a certain sense sometimes there's isn't even a desire to change anything because it's like you already know that you're safe and you're beyond like all the phenomena so
Yeah,
uh it's all cool.
yeah.
Oh wow, I just realized your title today, what you are never is born or dies. That reminds me of Nisargadatta Maharaj.
Yeah, yeah.
Cause and it's funny because I used to read him a lot and then like just like 2 nights ago I was going through my old files on Dropbox and then I came across one of his books or uh like a kind of some compilation of his teachings, so which I really resonate with.
Yeah. Yeah, I never really read or followed him, but I
Oh,
did Ramesh Balsakar, who was his translator and his student.
oh,
So it's
I
kind
didn't
of
realize
like
that.
I most probably have his language and his way of
Yep,
seeing things just
exactly.
by
Yeah.
default.
Oh, I didn't realize they were okay. So Ramesh knew Nisargadatta Maharaj.
Yeah, he was his translator for many years,
Oh,
and then and then became his friend, I think. And then he started speaking, I think, after Nisargadatta passed.
oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So I feel connected to him because I always was attracted to the I am practice, and I'm sure that's Roger and Ramesh's influence because Roger, my ex partner, was also my teacher. He also came through Ramesh as well, and so I must have picked it up from them of putting your attention into the I am. I never was into
Yeah,
like putting your attention into consciousness. It was always like
yeah,
putting your attention into the I am, which is very much
exactly.
from Nisargadatta.
Yeah, yeah. That for some reason, what came to mind was like the image of a fountainhead or like a wellspring, where like instead of focusing on, all of the forms that the water of the fountain, as after it spurts out of the origin, all those different shapes, like to focus on where it's all coming from,
Yeah,
like where the source of it all, where
yeah,
it's flowing.
yeah. Nice. And so
Yeah,
have you got a couple of weeks off now? Like have they shut the schools and everything?
yeah. They shut. I work at 3 schools and two of them shut down. So yeah, I definitely have more time to just kind of um, relax and plant new trees and plants. I was gardening all
Yeah,
morning,
yeah.
and I'm going to start to paint again, some palette knife painting. Um, but yeah, it's just kind of like going.
And did you have an email from the tax office? I got an
Any
email
what?
from I got an email from the French tax office this morning saying that if I can't pay my taxes, because of loss of earnings, that to just write to them and inform them, and that
Oh,
I wouldn't get fined if I couldn't pay them. That there wouldn't be a
wow.
problem. I don't think they'll let it off. I think you'd have to pay it back over a period of time, but like
Oh,
I presume most countries are doing that type of thing. But it's really
okay.
amazing that France did that. Like that's really beautiful that they sent that out so quickly. Like they shut everything down yesterday, I think, and then they sent that email out.
Wow. That's cool that they would do
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I didn't get any notice in the U.S. here, but one of the schools I work for, they said the days that you're off, you can just keep those hours, and they'll still pay us for the
Oh
missed
wow.
week or 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So that's nice.
Yeah. It's interesting what the different countries do.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, the actual virus itself, from what little I understand of it, I mean, the common flu that comes every year is like more deadly than the coronavirus.
Yeah,
So it's kind of funny that there's all this, commotion about it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Nice. Okay, I think I go for my dinner now. Nice to speak with you,
Okay, yeah, it's great to
Kevin.
talk to you
Yeah,
too. Yeah,
yeah,
I'll talk to you soon, and
yeah. And
have a
have a
great rest.
nice retreat for the next couple of weeks and time off and enjoy gardening.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you
Yeah,
so much.
thank
Okay,
you. Bye.
okay, all right, bye bye.
Okay, guys, I don't know how this stream is going to end because my editor crashed, so this might be quite a brutal ending. But yes, I wish you all well. Remember to like the video if you enjoyed the video, and yeah, and I shall see you next Sunday. Bye.